You have since called her racist, Congresswoman Greene. I want to understand your perspective of this. Do you think her going after your eyelashes, that in itself is racist?
I think her specifically doing it to me, yes, that was the intent. As has been stated, you know, women wear makeup, we wear lashes, we wear all types of things to beautify ourselves. But MAGA has historically been on social media doing the things where they're saying, oh, she's black with lashes and nails and hair, and so she's ghetto. And so to me, this was her buying into that rhetoric and trying to amplify this for the MAGA crowd. And so, yeah, I absolutely think that she only did it to be racist towards me. Because it was towards you, or because it was eyelashes? So in that sense, it's kind of like, in your view, buying into a racist trope. It is buying into a racist trope, but the reality is that women of all colors wear lashes. Right, no, I know. He went after your appearance, and then like you went back at her 1,000-fold. I did, in a very lawyerly way. But obviously she started it, I'm not disputing that, but do you regret that at all? I mean, don't. You don't? I don't. Because here's the thing, I signed up to be a member of Congress. That didn't mean that I was supposed to walk into a position where I'm going to walk in and be disrespected. It's already a hostile work environment being there, and we do have rules. The problem with MAGA is that MAGA does not respect rules, nor do they respect the law. That is exactly why they're all running up to Trump's trial, because he's in trouble not because of some big conspiracy by the Biden administration. He's in trouble because he fails to respect the law. The reason that the Supreme Court right now is debating whether or not Trump can commit crimes, or any president can commit crimes and then be let off, is because they have no respect for law. The party of law and order is gone at this point in time.
Yes, sir. My sister, Jasmine Crockett, is America ready for this level of black woman to be president? And when all you ladies get your opinion in, I'll tell you why I think she could do it. But I want to hear from you ladies first. Is America ready for this black woman to be president?
Woo! America wasn't ready for a white woman to be president. So I don't know if America's ready for a black woman to be president. Am I ready? Yes. Is America, especially the South? I don't know. Would I love to see it? Absolutely. Like I said the other day to you, Lamont, I had to take a step from politics. So again, audience, excuse my ignorance. I don't know much about our sister, Jasmine. However, what I have seen this past week, I am truly inspired by her. When I look at her, I actually see myself. I see my friends. I see my peers. And I plan on supporting her in any way possible. I think she is in a really tough position. I commend any black person who is in politics in this day and age, right? Post-Trump. I think before 2016, politics was always muddy and messy, but I think 2016, we really did see a change in a negative way. And I just commend anybody, especially a black woman who is in this space, because like she said, she's in a hostile environment almost every day. And that is not easy. That is not easy at all. So I support her. I really do.
Moochie, could we see a Jasmine Crockett being president of the United States?
I would like to see that, but we are in a look right now. I don't know if everybody understands this. The Republicans is controlling the House.
Right.
They trying to pass that. I want everybody to look into this. And look into Project 2025. And they really trying to really pass these laws where if an insurrection happen again, it's gonna go down if it's in their favor. But if it's the other way around, they got everything ready to take us out. And me and Lamont already talked about that from last year when the insurrection happened. If that was black,
right,
we wouldn't even been able to touch the steps. Let's be honest. So remember I told y'all it's like the lesser of the two evils. But if she's down, and the way she broke down Project 2025 and had this man in there admitting to everything that he intends to do to turn it into a dictatorship, then people got to open their eyes and pay attention, because they already trying to flip the black vote.
And sadly, Moochie, God, I hate to say this, but I got to call a spade because it ain't a fucking Queen of Hearts. They are flipping the vote to Trump, and guess who's leading that pack? Black men. Damn it, you black men. That now, granted, that's not to say that there ain't some sisters out there, because there are, but the numbers show that more black men are leaning toward Trump, and the same thing in 2016 than the sisters are. Having said that, Lex, I give it to you. What do you think about this situation? Could we ever see a Jasmine Crockett as president?
My great grandmother, God rest her soul, she was born in 1929, and the last president she voted for was Obama, and the second term. And I remember asking her, and I said, she went to school with Dr. King. I'm talking about been through it all. So I asked her, I said, Grandma, did you ever think we would see a black president? And she said, yes, just not in my time. And I think this is the conversation I'll have with my granddaughter when it's another Jasmine Crockett later down the line. And I'm talking about some, hurry up, give me my teeth, I gotta go vote. Like, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime. I would hope that we would get to see that. I don't care if we clinging on a life, but let me tell you, if it's a meal, she's gonna eat it. She gonna eat it. Like, I need everybody with some melanin to support her. I need Arrogante to be on her beck and call for the free ski. I need Oprah. Never mind. I need somebody that's for the people and by the people to spotlight everything she do, because she got a mouthpiece. But here's where it comes in handy. A lot of the times you got to realize it doesn't matter how, I had this conversation with somebody on Instagram, it doesn't matter how you think you see you. Oh, I am just an individual. I'm not a part of, you are black. You are a part of the black community. The moment you are darker than a paper bag, you are a Negro. You don't got to get into specifics. You could be Spanish, you could be Indian. It don't matter. It does not matter. So you need to keep this in mind. And when you have positions of power, or when you get pissed off or something like that, let me tell you something. I will read you an Elizabethan and have you so mind effed all day that by the time it clicks, it's like, I'm home rubbing my ankles together. You don't gotta go the whole, let me take those days. Right. F them up mentally. You feel me?
You know what, Lex?
F them up.
They're threatened. They're threatened by that, Lex.
And everybody has said this since the beginning of time. Go back, Willie Lynch, read all of it. The most dangerous thing in the world is a black person with a mind. Because if a black person had a mind way back when, slavery would not have existed. They would have been like, nah, run it. It's 15 to 20 to 1. Probably really like 40 to 1, but it was the fear. So you got to realize people like this are special. Just like Obama, he always kept it cool. Still wore J's. He didn't whitewash himself, and she's not going to whitewash herself. And I'm here for it. Everything she do. Sis could hit. Listen, she hit a pedestrian. Well, they was jaywalking. Like, I am with sis. Okay, sis, we here.
Lord. Wow. Well, she threw up the Wakanda forever. I want you ladies to just bear with me as I give testimony about Jasmine Crockett. Okay.
Please.
When we had Hillary Clinton running for president, and Monique, I'm kind of speaking to you on this point.
Okay.
It's easy to say America wasn't ready for a woman. I contend to you and everybody that said that it's not that America wasn't ready for a woman. It's just that Hillary was the wrong woman.
I get it, but Lamont, I hear you. Both can be true. I definitely think Hillary wasn't everybody's cup of tea. There's a lot of history behind that. I'm definitely aware of her track record, good and bad. We live in a patriarchal society. I just don't know if all of them, I'm not saying a percentage isn't, I'm just saying as a whole, I don't know if America is ready. Am I ready? Yes. I just don't know if everyone is ready for a woman, let alone a Black woman, to lead the country.
Go ahead, Lex. I saw your hand first, then Mooch, you next.
Yeah, because she makes a valid point. You got to realize, even back on, America is not but so many years old. You know what I mean? And even when white men had the right to vote, white women still could not. So the white women had to be able to vote, and then years down the line, we could vote collectively. But you get what I'm saying? So I definitely agree on that front. And she's a lot to take for those Americas to digest. However, this is why people of color have to get in positions of power. People, you have to actually go out and vote. And I know the whole thing of, majority gotta rule somewhere. Like, you have to have more. Like, you can't have these selective people, and it's like, you're the chosen one, and it's like, it's not enough. It doesn't, like, you have to do all of our parts. So yeah, I get it.
All right, Mooch, your turn. Then I'm going to give my soliloquy on Jasmine Crockett.
I would like to see something like that as a female president, a Black female president. But each and every time we help Black women help with the feminist movement, and we got jerked out of that. Okay, we helped with the feminist movement, and they did like a whole, like, I don't know you, ma'am. But we good enough to nurse their babies. They could drink the milk from us from back in the day. They could do that. We could nurse their babies, raise them. If we could do that, of course we could raise a country.
Of course, we could.
And this is why they're trying to get rid of affirmative action, because now they see that too many Black women is getting in this field now. And they see it as a threat. And now they're going to use the Black men against the Black women. And they've been doing it. And we have to wake up, our people. We have to wake up, and we have to stick together. They keep playing this game, divide and conquer, and we keep falling for it every time and not sticking together.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well said, Moochie. Very well said. By the way, for those that don't know, I do have her t-shirt with the quote, but you can also go to her website and get her version of the shirt that's signed by her name. And if you want to support her website, this is what her website looks like. It is in my video description. You can also learn about her policy stances and everything me and Moochie already know about this woman. You can learn. And let me give you guys another education on why this woman would be great. Number one, she has all the tangible assets for a president. Highly educated. She is a lawyer. She was a district attorney in Texas. She served in Congress. She's got that. Being able to speak in public. She's got that. And, one time Joe Biden slipped up and was talking about Barack Obama. He can articulate, Now, that was kind of taken as racist because in the history of being Black, they would say that when basically it's the same concept as what Jasmine just said in the video. Articulate shouldn't be specific to a race, but because they had said that we were so dumb, it was exciting to see a Black person get in the stage, not get stage fright, and use big words in the correct manner. Well, throw that out the window because she's articulate. But here's something you got to have to be president nowadays. You got to have the tangibles, but damn it, you got to have the intangibles too. And let me tell y'all something. This sister got the intangibles. She got charisma. She quick-witted. She fearless. And not to put Hillary Clinton down, more people would vote for the way she looked than what they did for Hillary Clinton. And y'all women can take me to task all you want to, but some women want to see their representation in that office in beauty, and she can do all that. So that's another intangible she has. And then some men would vote for her fine ass too. Having said that, she not only has had the struggle for her career, but she's going through personal struggles. This woman used to be heavy. And I'm here to tell y'all, that is a personal battle trying to fight obesity and get to the shape she's in now. So she's got it on every front. Wow. I think, and I'm going to make a declaration right here so that we can move on. Anybody that's listening to me right now, I say within the next 12 years, we'll see her as president. And the reason why I think that can happen is because Democrats are craving someone who's got a backbone to stand up to the fucking MAGA bull jive.
Yep.
Most Democrats are so tired of what Michelle said. When they go low, we go high. You want that, but you also want them to be tongue whipped in their position when they need to do it. Most of the time, Democrats just let stuff go and say it's a sideshow. They don't want to deal with it. Jasmine Crockett don't do that. And not only does she does it and tie in how what they're doing to thwart democracy into whatever her clapback is, she breaks it down in a way the average person can understand it. And sadly, we live in soundbite America, and this chick can put a whole book into a soundbite. So yes, between now and 12 years, I can see this sister running for president. I'm going to see if I can be allowed to interview her and bring her voice to my audience. Go ahead, Moochie. You can finish this off.
I thought we were going to get that with Kamala Harris when she got in office. I honestly thought we were going to get that. And she's like a church mouse in there. I feel like she's just there. She was just there. And we got basically, you know how somebody played a shell game?
Yeah.
And they had, she had all those sorority sisters voting for her. She's like, basically to me, she hasn't done anything for us, how I feel. And she is a misrepresentation of the Black woman to me. To me.
To that point, Moochie, I would say that
I feel like we got basically duped with her.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think a lot of that. Now, granted, Kamala could be more vocal if she wanted to, but I think a lot of that, and I'm not trying to parse off responsibility. I think a lot of that comes from the White House team not giving her a whole lot of responsibility because for whatever the reason, the pollings for her aren't that great. It's just not that great. So I think that they try to just kind of have her as a person playing in the background versus putting her up front doing more things for the people. That's kind of how
But I think they're playing it wrong. I think the reason why part of the reason why her numbers are so low is because she's playing too much of a backseat. She was so vocal in the campaign run, so vocal. And a lot of us thought we were going to see at least a smidget of that, half of that, a percentage of that. And people feel like they got nothing of that. So, and I know she's Indian and Black, so we get it, but yeah.
I got you. Lex, you finally get the last word. So go ahead, jump on in there.
I agree with what everybody said, but my mom made like a valid point to me. She was like, did you notice how when Mike Pence was next to Trump and all that other stuff like that, like as soon as he got in office, he kind of stepped really far to the back. And he was like, and then after, the indictments and stuff came, he was like, whatever y'all need, like, I'm gonna cooperate. And she said, Kamala did what she had to do to get into the House, and she's keeping her distance from Biden because she don't agree with everything he doing, and she know he effing up in there. And when I thought about it like that, I'm like, well, damn, I would have did the same thing. Like, all right, I'm in here, I'm making the connections I need to make, and if I run, I could do what I need to, because Joe is in there wilding. Like, it's certain stuff that obviously, like, were beneficial or is beneficial that personally have affected me, but other than, it's just like, yeah, he's in there just making it rain like it's the Sadie's experience on these countries, and we got veterans here. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. Dig a ditch, stub your toe. It's no reason why you should ever give money to another country and y'all don't have an active plan for your veterans. And certain people are going to say, it's that they don't know about these benefits. I had an uncle that was exposed to Agent Orange in the Vietnam War. And the only reason he went back and got all of his benefits was simply because we had a conversation about going to the USO. He's lucrative. He was a city official. He does not need the money, but it was like, pause. Our ancestors were slaves. Get that 40 acres in that mule. Thank you very much. And I'm right
about that, because a lot of them don't know about the benefits they get.
They
don't know. Sometimes it takes a younger vet like yourself to show the older people because
true.
the situation my father had. My father's a vet, and he was a vet and a retired truck driver. So he once he found out what he was entitled to, we made sure he got it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Well
It's a
said.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you want to support Jasmine Crockett, this is her website. Link is in the description. She's got her own version of a t-shirt with her autograph, or you can still continue to support your boy at shoplifegains.com and get mine, the B to the 6 power, which means she said bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. Let's get it. Be sure to subscribe to all the people you see here if you like what they're talking about. I do. Go check me out, download the podcast, hit me on Instagram, hit me on Twitter, hit me on TikTok, go to that showcase.